right, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are back in the stream. I'm back in town, and we should be back in town for a couple of weeks now, until at least July 11, where I will go to see my son's graduation at Fort Knox for his military. Buenos dias. Travis, you there?
I'm here. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, good morning, and let's get going. So, markets are flying, everybody finally getting out of those ranges, So we're going to go here. Remember, we are not financial advisor. Trading and investing is risky. And only invest with what you can afford to lose. And of course, just approach the markets intelligently, prudently, cautiously, and learn. It's not a race, but it's a lifetime journey, everybody. Okay, so we're going to go here. I'm going to change the banners to the take profit. Remember, if you want to support the community, always use our PPI code for take profit trader. This is the best prop firm that I like to get paid the same day. You pass, you go above the buffer, same day, boom, I get my payouts. So that's the only one so far in the entire prop firm sphere that I am comfortable promoting and be partner with. Okay. Let's go to charts this morning. We have a little bit of a 22,425 that I'm looking as a resistance for the day. I'm looking at this edge of the power indicator at 22,210 as some support, along with the 22,95. So this is a big block here, but within this big block, and this is going to be hard because I don't even have the pen on the Zoom. By the way, let me look at my settings, see which mic I'm using this morning. So Travis, just to let you know, let me see. The mic this morning is from the camera. It's not from the Yeti.
Oh,
is that good enough? Because with Scott thinks that's the Yeti, my problem on the stream that crashes the stream.
it could be. I mean, it sounds great. So yeah.
It sounds okay?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So if that's good enough, then we'll be good. So I'm going to take then opening the Zoom and see, because if we crash now we know it's not, it could be the web.
When you open the Zoom, it gives you the option of doing a screen share only. So you're not using video or audio with the Zoom. Try that.
No audio, no video. I'll try that. All I want is
recording in progress.
Yeah, but see this thing.
No, don't click that. Just click the X. Just click the X on that pop up there.
Yeah, but it's going to pop up.
Or do continue without audio. Sorry, you want to continue without audio on that. That might be the problem.
Let me.
Because now Zoom's trying to use the audio.
Yeah, I got the audio and the camera off. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
Okay. So let's go to the big charts, everybody. Big charts is where the magic happens. So we're going to look at a daily chart. And we're going to look at the daily charts of the NASDAQ. So here we go. We finally broke those lows, those lower highs. High, lower high, and we just broke it. See, this thing is.
Do the other one. Next time, do the one on the right where it says continue without audio. Then it'll stop popping up.
I didn't see it. I'll try again. So listen. So we broke here, and the question this morning is: do we retest? And where is the retest? Right? And the retest area is about 22,075. So I have two areas of retest. If we were break, retest, go the trend line, or break, retest, get back in the range, right? And that's what we are going to have to be very, very careful going into July. Right now, you have to assume this morning 22,130, 22,075. See here, continue without idea. Okay. 22,075 and 2,200 are the key support of the market here. So key question is, where's the resistance? Well, you've seen in the power indicator short-term time frames, the 450 and the 575 is going to be a problem. Okay, 450, 575. Now, if we go all the way to the top of the box, for the summer is going to be 23,300. So we are not here. This morning we need to focus on this, which is 22,421 and the top of the box on the short-term calculator 650. Okay? And I have a 550 somewhere as well. Okay? So do we have a news at the open below the 7 a.m.? See, if we keep zigzagging and staying above the 7 a.m., I will have to leave, get out, and get long. My thinking was maybe we look for liquidity at 2210, 22,130, hopefully not below that, although I have a huge support here at the 22,100. So all of this is huge liquidity support, right, in the market. Okay? So we're going to look at that 7 a.m. line, and that 7 a.m. line is going to dictate what I call the tone. Do we have a positive tone to the resistance? Do we have negative tone to the support? Okay. So far, the power trend box has net buyers here, institutional net buyers, major net buyers, minor net buyers. I'm going to look carefully the lower time frame here, the 30-second cloud changes to purple and above or below the 7 a.m. So right now, if you look really, we are in no man's land. If you miss the big move up intraday, you don't have a lot of edge because we are almost at the 50% line, which is equal distance from here to there, right? To the edges of the gray box and the power indicator. So you don't really have an edge. And by the way, for the option player, when you see something like that, let's say it's your SPY, which SPY is kind of the top of the box, but this is a 1 hour chart. No, this is a 1 minute chart. But this one here is top of the box on the SPY. So we have to be very, very careful because this SPY 6065, 6085 is a problem. So I'm going to go to a 4 hour on this. And I want to really, really have my SPY pretty tight as well. So I think we are going to do the blocks as follows on SPY. There's a division here of the calculator at 573 on the 4 hour. You have one here that held perfectly 84. And now we have the midline at 590 held yesterday. This is the block I was telling my guys to look for a rebound yesterday. And now we have all this area. I see the 609, 610. So we're going to do this 613, 610 block. And then, of course, if that passes, we have a huge block on the long-term calculator for 632, huge squeeze for the rest of the summer. Now, remember what I told you. August and September are the worst month of the year. So you got to be careful again of that SPY 610, 6085, sorry. 612 area. Yeah, you got to be very careful because above that we have the green line to 635. But I'm thinking this might be rejecting again that 6085, 612. We pump for August, for July with the earnings, a little bit, another week or two, maybe 3, and then we have to be extremely careful. All right. The key support on SPY this morning is going to be in this area, the 98,599 area. So we got to hold 99, and we're at 5604. That's pretty good. Let me see if there's another division. Yeah, 604. I like this. 604, 603. There was a 604, 601. Yeah, it took me here. Let me see. 601. That must be another account. I have so many accounts, guys. So this is weird. I have a long and I have a short here. What's up with that? I have a long and I have a short. Something is weird. Let me get out of. You know what? I'm going to get out because I have a group thing going on. Where's the long? Where's the short? Let me get out of everything.
Order filled.
I don't know where is what, and because the bracket is connected now, there's a copier going on. And I'm going to get back to that short, maybe. We'll wait for the open, I guess, at this point. I wanted to see if because they kept on zigzagging around this open. You don't really have a tremendous. And see, they went to the 12 and they sold again.
Yeah, they rejected that really quickly. But like you said, just it's chopping around the 7 a.m. So
yeah.
Hard to determine one way or the other. Wedge.
No, sorry. Well, I had a long and I had a short. Everything is flat. Anyhow, I'm looking for a long. If we retest the SPY 601 area there, 601, 602 area there, see? That seems to be an interesting place. So I would be very careful on the SPY 602, 608, 608, 612 area now on the retracement. Okay. A couple of update on the swing trading accounts. Where is it? This is not prop firms. On the little swing trading account, those are not the retirement accounts. They are not the $325,000 account. I'm still in my AMD. I need to beta test, beta weight on SPY. So I'm long 173 delta. I'm long 20, 30, 40, 50. So about 265 shares of AMD, guys. I am up 2,865. I did 6-7 videos on AMD. AMD is the biggest portfolio beta weighted in my retirement account at this point. I bought a lot of AMD between 85 and 115. So when you look again, the day trading zones update on the 325K, 328K, and it keeps on going up, by the way. It's wonderful. You will look that AMD is one of my biggest one. I have started selling for the past 3 months Palantir and replace and switch some of the Palantir for AMD. So quick update for the people who were on the VIP group. I told you I was going to get out of the 4 days 115 calls that I bought last week. You can look at last week's recording. I had 2. I sold them yesterday, and I roll over 1 at 24 days. So at the open this morning, I think AMD is going to open $4 up. So those will be up probably $300-400 extra, right, to the thing. So yeah, we have 20, 30, 37, 38, 39, 40, 45 shares plus the 215. So we have about 255 shares on the swing trading accounts, guys, of AMD. If AMD goes within the next 2 or 3 years, and that's a long swing trading, by the way, goes to the target. First of all, we need to get the first target, which is 146. But the ultimate target on the power, the indicators, I'm looking for to show you the long term. It's in the 250 area. Right there, 200. So if I can go to the 150, 200 area with 250 shares plus in our personal account, in our retirement accounts, we have a lot of AMD. Problem with AMD, I was telling my guys yesterday, is look, we still have lower high, lower high, lower high. AMD needs to get out of this 136 area, 135, and it's about to do it. AMD is about to really get out of it. You know, it's see, lower high, lower high, lower high. We're about to really break this 143 area. We break 143, 148, and AMD, we are going to start flying at 161 and 203 on AMD. So AMD is critical. It could be also a trap of liquidity in July where this shoulder 164 will reject on AMD. You know, we need to be cognizant of that right division on the calculator, that 164. But for now on AMD, I'm going to go with the scenario that we're on our way to 135, 165 area. Okay. So hopefully you did listen. I did 7 videos in the past few months on AMD, same as I used to do the Palantir. Hopefully it'll end up being a great one. Okay. I'm going to do coffee, guys, and we're going to kind of absorb. I would like to see, if possible, a sweep to the 2200 here. Maybe surprise people to the 130 retest. It's possible. And buy for the 22,004 or 22,005. But it's possible they hold here this crazy sideways thing and then break up again. Okay. So you better off looking for long on pullback today. You know, it's going to be more towards the probability of things. When you look at the calculators, you look at the net buyer, net sellers, that we are looking at an entry long. We have consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. That could create a little bit of an entry point for everybody. I'm going to trade 5 Take Profit Pro. So I'm funded on 5, plus I have a live as well. What do we have? I have also 1 eval. So I'm really focused on Take Profit Pro. I'm also refining everything with the copier on Replicanto to trade 20 accounts, you know, because 20 accounts, So the formula in my mind is if I do $450 a day with micros and I do 20 accounts that are funded and you wait 6 months to 12 months, it's $1 million payout. The key is how much evaluation cost will I have gone through to get the $1 million? So I was watching an interview the other day of a guy who did $1 million. Now he's one of the director at Apex, and he said he spent $300,000, Travis, to get to the million.
Yep, that's a lot, but that's a good investment.
But you have to think about it though. If he has $1 million, he's going to pay at least $350 in taxes. So he's going to be left with $650. So $650 minus the 300 is done. He's really made $350. So he doubled his money. I mean, it's nice. If you put 300,000 and somebody is going to tell me I'm going to make an extra $350,000, that's nice. But you've got to take in consideration your evaluation cost and your taxes, guys. Okay? I'll be right back. Market opens in 5 minutes. We are going to manage SPY options. If we see something, maybe we buy the 602 calls, the 600 calls, something like this. If it's smash towards 602 or 603, we'll see, 601, something. And maybe we buy something here. I was trying to have a decoy short, but I got stopped here. I have my stop loss at 12. Maybe I should have put my stop loss at 25 because it was an NQ. But I want to buy, so let's observe the market. Maybe we observe a little bit the open range to the first 15 minutes. You hear me fine on the feed, guys? Good morning, Patty, Calvin. It's good to see you. Good morning, Dirkis. Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, it's 300% return, but you have to take in consideration, Calvin, the evaluation cost and the taxes, of course, right? Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'll be right back. Market opens in 4 minutes, and let's get to the trading. After that, we are going to observe the open range. Ideally, we want to buy the 22,200, 22,175 to the 130. We want to buy the SPY 602, 604, right? We want to manage our AMD options and stuff like this. Travis, I'll let you speak if you see some stuff on the stuff that you look as well that could have been.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat as you if you need to take a quick break, Mark. But the only thing to point out to add is the all-time high, NQ all-time high is 450, 22,450. I have it as 450 even. I'd have to go back and look to see what the exact number is, but just to keep that in mind. So that 22,400, 22,450 is what we need to watch out for on the upper side. See if they try to match or even make an all-time new all-time high, which they could today with how close we are to that. I'm looking for that move at some point this week, not necessarily today, but we're getting a lot of strength out of this market, so we very well could see it today. And just to echo what Mark was saying on the downside, we have our double red dashes at 22,100 and 22,030, somewhere in there. So really looking the 22,000 to 22,100 area as some support on the downside. See if we hit either of those extremes, or if we just chop around in this area, like Mark said, we could also do. All right, so we're open. So the 9:30 open is right on the 7 a.m. open as well. So just that 286. Makes it difficult to determine what direction they want to go. We have no edge there. We did just test VWAP, which was 275. That's also the top edge of the gap that I had talked to our private room about back in January. Kind of looking like we're holding that. So I mean, that for the initial move, that could have been the pullback buy there right up at 270, but that's a little too tight for what I.
We have been in a 28 points, guys, since 7 a.m. The 70 to the 312, it's kind of like a 30, 40 point type of thing. Let's see if they sell again this 315, 320, or they go straight to the 400. Let's see what's happening with my calls here. Wow, everything is up $1,000 here. Let me see. Yeah, I told you I would be up $400 on those calls that I roll over. See, so I roll over the AMD 115 calls, 24 days out, $16, bought it yesterday. I roll over, so you can see I bought over yesterday at 3:59, 1 minute before the close. I roll over the calls, got out of the 4 days out, and now I'm up $400 on them. So it's nice. We're up $1,600 on the swing trading account, and that's not monopoly video money from the prop firms where I have to beg for a payout and do the rules and do the game. No, that's I get the money and I transfer my account when I want. Okay, so we'll look at this. We might do some, I don't know, we might do some SPY options if we get a 601 today. Here we go. See, I was short, and here goes your short. Here goes your short. So am I? No, I'm long here. Why am I long here? So here, retest of the 7 a.m. Right
Order
there.
filled. Order filled.
So we just retested the
Order
7
filled.
a.m. Let's see now if I put again the stop loss at 320, if it's going to work, and then we'll trail. If you take shorts today, be very, very tight, guys, because this is a decoy for me. It's not that I want to get short, I want to get long. I repeat, it's not I want to get short, it's a decoy. I want to get long. Okay? See, we're back above that 7 a.m., so we're back through the...
And Mark, to note out, the 7 a.m. is the same as the 9:30 open, the New York Open. Just to be aware.
Yeah, look, 9:30, 7 a.m., boom, they are the simplest. So being above that is not very good for a long, a short. Below that is better. So let's see what happens.
Order filled.
I flagged myself at trade day. I just want to focus on the take profit. I think it's not going to be an easy day. Like already the pre-market is zigzagging within 40 points. Let's see what happens. We have been zigzagging for the past 2 hours in this range. And we are holding pretty well, actually. Crude continues to go down. VIX continues to go down. I want a tighter charts of my SPY now. And let's look at the options SPY. I want to see what the open interest is on the SPY. So I'm long AMD. Don't forget that. Long AMD. I might even buy more AMD to tell you the truth. The open interest are at 601, no, 603, 603, and interesting. 603, 598. Well, 603. So let's watch that 603 on the SPY. If there's a 603 retest coming. Love my Nespresso. It's like being at Starbucks without being at Starbucks. It's 10 times better. I'm a kid, like a kid. Let's look at AMD. AMD looks really, really good, people. I want to layer some aggressive AMDs. I'm going to look at the 17 days out on AMD. And I'm going to go aggressive buying the 125. So I layer the 115s and the 125 calls. Wrong account. No. Yeah, 125 is fine. I want them in deep in the money, guys, on AMD. I just bought the 125 calls on AMD. Everybody got that? I can show it to you. Can you see it, Travis?
Yeah, we see your toss.
So I just bought, I'm layering the 115 that I bought yesterday that I roll over. So I'm back at 2 and the 125s. So 2 AMD, the 125s and the 115 calls, guys, on AMD. AMD support at 130, 127, resistance 146. 146 resistance for the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks, going into July. Okay, so I just gave you the AMD play here. This is an horrible range. This is why you need to do one MNQ, wide stop, and wait. It's like poker. So what do I mean by poker? I put one micro, it's like a fish, boom, it takes. And when it takes, boom, I outsize 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 micros. And then I kill it. That's how I trade, guys. That's it. Live account is losing $240 today. See, I'm honest. I'm showing you I want to show you live account today, losing $240 account. Now let me, I have to do this each time. You have to be so careful with Trade-O-Eight, your password, your account numbers. Oh, so fucking annoying. I don't even know. It doesn't flash. Okay, can you see, guys, the $240 loss on the account?
Yeah, we see it, Mark.
Okay, cool. And this is the Live Pro Plus account. So on the Live, because when you do $20,000 with Take Profit, they don't want to see your face anymore. They sent you to the Live account. I still have $7,500 on the account. Can you see like this if I go like this? I don't want to.
We see it moving across. We don't see anything.
I have to see. Be careful showing the account number. Yeah, I don't know how to show this, but I have 74.94. I'm taking payout. I'm taking payout like almost whenever I want. See what I mean? So the tools are telling you to get long. I'm short, not good. You know, net buyers everywhere. We have a 440 target. We might have to get out of there. Even SPY is recomposing above.
Stop filled.
Yeah, it took me anyway. So
You know, thinking that 270 was the point to buy, the pullback buy.
what did you say?
The 270 when we dipped down to there, I think that was the pullback buy.
Yeah. It went towards the low of the 7 a.m. It was kind of the lows. I cannot trade top step because I lock myself on the account I wanted to trade. Open range will be defined in about 2 minutes, people. Open range will be defined in about 2 minutes. Do not forget we have U.S. consumer confidence. And what else do we have?
There's a Fed composite number too, a manufacturing number. So
also quickly, since we do a little bit of house cleaning. I am 24/4 on the cryptos. I'm not really happy, but I mean, it's still the money that I want to use for my personal futures account. Remember, the goal is to use this account. And by the way, here are all my positions if you want to see it. Can you see, guys? 24,400, 24,004. I don't know if you can see.
yeah, it's a little blurry, but we can kind of make it out. Yeah, 24,476 looks like. Yeah.
Can you see the position most importantly for you guys?
Not really.
Like this?
It's a little too blurry for me anyway.
Like this? Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, I'll tell you the position so you can write them down if you're interested. By the way, I think you're too late, but okay. I bought this weekend a lot of shit when the world was very afraid. So here's what I have. I have 2,726 coins of SUI, SUI. I have almost 2 Ethereum. I have 12,368 of SEI. I have 276 million of Pepe. I have 268,000 of Pengu, and that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aggressive position in the crypto market right now. My goal is to be out in the next 2 weeks. Is everybody clear in the feed? Give me a quick yes, no. Out, and I never want to touch hopefully, I don't have to, I never want to touch altcoins ever again. I just want to focus on Bitcoin and what I know, which is stocks, options, and futures. Does that make sense? Warren Buffett 101, just focus on the stuff that you know and understand and that you are good at. Even though we have great tools and great way to enter, and this is what I did. I enter a lot of stuff this weekend. I'm done. I just don't like the manipulation in the crypto market. Okay, so this is looking better and better. We're going to keep a shot of AMD on the left since I just bought. Do I buy more and more and more AMD? We'll keep an eye on AMD here because it's already on purple. All right. We have the VIX. And we have this open range high now and this open range low. And we're stuck between 30 and 257. Is that what it is, Travis? Yeah, that's what it is. You have to be careful because the average true range is 20 points right now, which means the NASDAQ is pretty tight, Travis. Yeah.
Yeah, relatively speaking.
I mean, the long looks good. You have the power trend box up, net buyers, institutional, major minor. You have the blue cloud on the 1 minute. I don't know why I have a 1 minute and 15 seconds. That makes no sense, to tell you the truth. I like the 15 minutes at the minimum here. So we are going to put this like this. We are going to extend the ranges for the day that we had on the analysis. We're going to see. Let's see if they go back toward the 2200. You know, look for liquidity today, or it's straight up. Straight squeeze. I mean, the cryptos are pretty aggressive this morning. Also, there's people are looking into Powell for July, the Fed's meeting for July. We are 12 minutes from the US Consumer Confidence Report, everybody. If they tank the market on this report towards the 22,200 or 22,130, it would be a buy opportunity. Is everybody clear? Yes or no? It will reconstruct to 22,004, 22,005 for the next 2 or 3 weeks. But I think you do what you want. But as the market goes up and up, I'm getting out of stuff. So what is the pullback AMD this morning? 131 would be wonderful. I don't think we'll get it. On the tools right there, 131. If I have this 131, 130, I'm buying more calls. I don't think we'll get it. we have a little bit of lower high from the top of the box. Buy on blue, sell on purple. Watch here. See, we're starting to do a little bit of a lower high on the 15-minute chart. From one block to the next. But the market has been so tight, guys. But that could sell off a little bit here. Travis, what do you think?
Yeah, they're jockeying for position on this number, whatever it's going to be, holding this tight range until we get these reports in 10 minutes. So I mean, we're just ranging now between the opening range high, which is now what, that 325. Yeah, well, a little higher than that, 327, and then our open price 286.
I think we could go to the 210. It would be a nice liquidity grab at 210.
Yeah, and the 200 area was support for the pre-market and overnight, so that's definitely going to be a huge area. 200.
I might short the Pro account, the live account, the Pro Plus. Starting to weaken here, guys. It's coming back to the 7 a.m. price, so that might start accelerating on the downside.
Yeah, remember that's the New York Open as well.
Order filled. Order filled.
We're back at the 7 a.m. That is more negative, by the way. I don't know what this thing shows 306. See, on that my 15-minute chart, I always have this problem. Maybe I should do the micro instead, MNQ. No, same problem. See that? This is the weirdest stuff.
Yeah, there's a setting or something wrong with that chart.
And it seems it's always this chart, isn't it?
Yeah, it is that specific chart. I think it was when because you have the Heikin-Ashi or whatever bars, when you changed it to candlesticks or changed it to regular bars, then it fixed the issue. So for whatever reason, the Heikin-Ashi candles are causing you a problem there.
Yeah.
Just on that chart.
So market went up, went up, went up, went up, consolidate. See, you see the cloud like crazy. Now we want to see if it stays below the 88 and go back to this 210, or it's going to continue going up all day towards the 440, 450. It's better if they come here, guys. Grab some liquidity here, right there. The fact that the market stays above the 7 a.m. so far is strong, Travis. Nothing is going to accelerate until we are below 80, guys.
Yeah.
Your your,
open so far.
your ATO, which is the last 14 bar, is at 18 points. That's not a good time to really rush trading. Is everybody clear on the feed? If you put a simple ATO, I have an ATO on another screen, it shows that we're at 20 points. That means for the last 14 bar, on average, guys, we have 20 points range. 20-point range, if I'm looking to make 20% of that range, that's 4 points. That's not a good range for me to make money on NASDAQ right now. Are we clear? Give me a quick yes, no. It's precious gem I'm giving you right now. I feel we are going to look for some liquidity at 210. See, we start a little bit this lower high, but the consumer confidence report could really, like, we're really tight, really. See what I mean?
Yeah, it's tight enough to where it's not going to take a lot of energy either way to move the market. So yeah, the consumer confidence could definitely push it to a new high of the session.
Yeah, the volume indicator is really coming back, but look where it's coming back. It's coming back at support. So it's not cracking yet. See, right there, it's support. So it could either go like this now, or go here and then like this. That 250, 210 is going to be a really strong support today. Unless something happens in the Middle East that brings it back all the way to the great liquidity point, which is 2280, 22,130. But I don't think so. This is your Christmas gift right there, 22,130. 2210, that's the tools right now. On the top side, you know what we are looking at. 450, 550. So you know that. You're completely prepared. Yeah, I'm short on the Pro Plus account. But guys, it's not short. It's like 1 MNQ. It's like when you play poker, you put an ante and you kind of observe the price action within your open range and your assumptions. If it works, I keep on adding to the micros. If it doesn't work, I just stay put, but I don't lose a lot of money or I get stuck. $40, $50, whatever it is. Yeah. So that's the way I like it, and that's the way I like to pass my prop firms, pay myself, and scale my accounts for the past 30 years. Let's look at our swing trading account with those AMDs. Wow, it keeps on going up. Look at this. We are up $2,500 now. 2,532. What is this? What is this? It's AMD. It's flying. 136. 136. It's the two calls on AMD plus the shares. The 17 days out that I bought at 1094 is 1250 now. That's a 20% return plus on my money in less than 20 minutes. AMD, this one, the 24-day I bought yesterday for 16 is 22. That's $6. $6 on 16, it's almost 40% return on 24 hours. So we keep on crushing those AMDs, guys, as well. And this is being well-rounded. Rounded means you know to do options, you know to do your retirement accounts with tax efficiency, asset protection, and you know to trade. That's well-rounded. And then you rotate the prop firm accounts, right? That's it. That's called being well-rounded. You are not a one penny trick. You live in a world where you cannot be the one penny trick guy, you know? You just cannot be the one pony trick, you know.
One trick pony, Mark.
One trick pony, the pony trick, the one trick pony. You can't. You need to be good with options. You need to be good with stocks. You need to be good with asset protections, tax efficiency, understand LLC, trust, irrevocable trust. You know, what are the advantages of a solo 401k? What are the advantages of a defined benefit plan to save $250,000 a year in tax free or tax deferred? You know, you cannot be like trading, profit. That's one stool. Then you have your retirement, then you have your swing trading and your options. And all of this needs to be done with tax efficiency and asset protection. Until you don't get that, you are going to be in the rat race. You trade time for money, guys. And by trading time for money, you never get wealthy. Yeah. I don't mind staring at a screen from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., but after that, I'm done. I'm done. I go, I do my day, I enjoy my life. I have my cryptos now, making finally some money. I have the swing trading account working for me while I work other things during the day. And I do the leverage with 20 prop firm accounts, plus the Pro plus Lite, plus my own futures account that I'm going to dump this $24,000 in the Pro Plus in a live account. I'm going to divide 12,000 in the options and 12,000 in the future account. Now, if you listen to Travis, he'll tell you put the entire $24,000 in the stock option swing trading account. Because
Well, actually, the options and swing trading, you should do that in a prop too. Just the long-term investments, the assets, is what your money's for.
Yeah, I've never really found a really good reputable one that pays you and does.
Maverick Trading is an amazing options prop firm.
You got paid with them?
Oh yeah, it's a real prop firm, so it's not set up like that. I mean, it's you give them a security bond and then you withdraw money whenever you want.
Well, I prefer taking $5,000 of my options, trading the SPY and all of this, and doubling, tripling my money, and then building it up from there. The report came, and it's a non-event again.
Yeah, it didn't move big. We're still stuck in this range, so we didn't get out of this range in that
I'm
report.
talking to you, and I'm like, did this report came? Because the tape is not moving, and it's 10:03. The market is extremely resilient still here. Let's see. Let me observe 5 seconds here. Oh, we stopped tanking. So now I have to go on the dome on this account.
Stop filled.
On the short today, you cannot screw around on your shorts today.
Order filled.
You need to go on the dome, guys. Like today, it's a day you stay very tight on the dome as soon as you're in profit on your short, because everybody and their mothers are looking for a long entry. Does that make sense? Everybody's looking for a long entry. See, it's coming back now. So on that dip here, I was out. Market is holding very strong still.
Yeah, it's not. It just peaked below the open there on the last 5-minute bar, but it's definitely holding the New York Open so far. But it's not going anywhere. So I mean, we're still below the opening range too, which isn't that big of a range. Yeah, Patty, it's too choppy right now. You're right. Right now, best is to wait for a deeper pullback to go long. Oh, Mark crashed. He's frozen. He'll be coming back in a second. Afraid I can't show you my charts, though. I don't have control of that, so we'll just have to wait for Mark to come back. It's still struggling with this 310 level. And again, the 327 is the opening range high. Really makes me want to short that range to get that deeper pullback for a long. It's a little dangerous. The tools are all saying otherwise, but it's really not moving above that. So I'm thinking it needs to grab some liquidity lower to be able to move higher. All right, so I'm short micros from 302. I'll have my stop just above the opening range high, right around 330.
Here we go. Can you hear me?
Yep, gotcha, Mark.
Okay, sorry. It must be Zoom. You know, it got to be Zoom at the end. So now.
Well, I noticed that your audio on Zoom was actually enabled when you crashed, so I'm sure that is it. If you do it the way that I'm saying, just do the screen share only when you do Zoom. It probably won't, but we'll have to test that. I'll show you how to do that at some point.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Well, back. I need to put my accounts back on track, though. I have one account that is not coming back here. Hold on. Here we go. This
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
Just
Good.
Good.
Good. Here goes the short I was looking for.
So now we want to see, like I was saying, we want to see a liquidity grab to go long. I mean, this is where they've been going long. We still are not below the opening range low, which is 260. I want to see them go lower than this, though, to be able to have confidence in a long.
So let's see if they reject the 87 again, because we still make higher lows now. Do you see?
Yeah, exactly. I took profits on short there. I still have 2 runners.
Good. They are going back above the 7 a.m. This is why I tell you guys to you need to be really tight with your short. Like you need to go in the dome and not let those profit goes against you.
Order filled.
That's it. I took some profit right there. Let's see if they can go to the 210 quickly, Travis. Okay.
Yeah, testing
I'm not using Zoom, so hopefully will be good.
testing the New York Open now, and it's not holding it very strong. It's just sitting right here, but showing a little more weakness at the Open than strength.
To tell you the truth, guys, it's a shitty range. Excuse me.
It really is. It's very, very choppy.
Yeah, it's a bad range. That's why the trade I gave you on AMD is a lot better right now. I'll give you also a game plan. If we smack 601 on SPY, I might buy some calls on SPY that last maybe 24 days. We'll see. You know, we have to be careful that there's a trap here also. If the market goes back below 598.5 on SPY, it's game over. We are going to tank very fast. But so far, it's holding pretty good. But you have to be careful of the liquidity grab. The markets are very funny with this. And I'm going to show you something that I'm still concerned about. But first, I need to make sure I am back on all the accounts here. I'm not. It's not fun when I love doing the stream and helping people, but it's not fun when the technical difficulties come. You just want to stop the feed and go at the gym. Because trading is hard as it is. I don't need to deal with technical crap.
Do you have a side hustle that you've been playing around with?
So your support, your likes, comments is always appreciated. But as you can see this morning, doing options and the futures is key, because sometimes only the option works on a very tight day and the futures don't work. And I put my bigger piece before my lower piece on the chess game, which is I'm doing the evaluation first, and I put the crappy account, then I put the funded account, then I put the live account. This morning I have not done a good job putting the funded before the live, but terrible range, people. This is why you cannot do more than one micro until we have clarity, people, because this is why you waste money. That's what you're doing. You waste money. So there's days like this where I come in and the only thing that works is the options. You've seen we were doing extremely well, over $2,000 with the AMD code. But yet the NASDAQ is not doing anything. People are getting killed on that chart. Yeah. Anyway, let's observe. We are on a very tight lower high, higher low right now. And we just have to wait. You know, it's a consolidation area right now. Everybody and their mothers are looking for an entry long, but people are getting destroyed. But if you look here, look at my AMD. Look, AMD. My AMD call is flying, making $2,000 now on AMD. I have a hard time getting back into the Charles Schwab account. I don't know why. Scott, I see you this afternoon at 2:30, Scott. We are in at 2:30, my friend, okay? Alan, I think I have Alan tomorrow. So Scott, you need to be today. Yeah, it's holding pretty good, guys. It's holding pretty good to 7 a.m. still, right, Travis?
Yeah, the New York Open, yeah, it's holding the open price extremely well.
It's 10:15, and we're holding pretty well everything, guys. Everybody wants to buy this thing. Do we go to the 400, 500 straight here? I don't know. The SPY is not moving much. The SPX is not moving much, right? It's very choppy. SPX is holding below the 75, Travis. We are back towards the 312, which was the high pre-market. So far, our AMD calls are killing it, guys. The one we took yesterday and the one we took this morning on the live feed. This is why I like to mix it, because sometimes you do the prop firm, it doesn't work. You rotate, it doesn't work. Then you go to your live account, it does not work. Then you go to the Pro Plus account, it does not work. But then you do the options at the same time or stocks, and something works. Something provides income, right? And that's what I like. This is where, oh, we are up at $3,000 now, guys. Up $3,000, and that's not monopoly money. Can everybody see the options account?
Yeah, we see the toss.
Nice. We kept on increasing by $2,000, guys. We started this morning at about 1,200. So look at this. AMD calls that I gave you. 1094, it's 14. I just gave you a 40% return on your investment call. Does everybody see on YouTube? Just give me a quick yes, no. I don't ask you anything else. Just admit that play. Look, right there. When did I take that trade? During the feed at 9:38 on June the 24th. Black and white. No discussion given to everybody on the feed. 40% return. So you mix that with the futures, and eventually something stick, right? Up $3,000 the account today, and running total of $6,000. Yeah, let's go. It's good. I'm going to put it back there. Let's see if we are going to do some SPY as well at one point. I am careful of that 12 and 25 high. Agreed, Travis? It's still within this range so far.
Yeah, it's still holding below the opening range high so far.
And I'm looking at SPX and it's not moving. And there's a gap to fill on SPX of 40 points. And there's SPY not moving so far. So let's see. NASDAQ is not great this morning at all. Let's see what happens now. I would like it to go grab liquidity at 210, Travis.
Yeah, that would be nice. And be even nicer if you can see it coming and be short for that move.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
I was just saying it would be nice if you could see that move to 210 coming and you shorted that down to 210.
The open range high at 27.
Yep.
30 could have been another reject, but I don't really have a signal.
No, that's it. It was just simply a rejection of that without any indication from the indicators, volume indicators.
That's the problem here. Is cloud is up, net buyers are up until we stay below the open range low 260 or the 7 a.m., there's not really a huge signal for the short at all. So it's difficult to short something that doesn't have a signal, guys, because this thing could go to the 500 and keep on going. I wanted to see kind of a gap filled towards 601.5, yeah, 602 on SPY, but it's around here, see? But it's not coming, at least for now. The SPX is a little weaker, but it's coming back up again, 670. So let's see if we start forming lower high again. We're in a difficult situation, guys. We have a little bit lower high, higher low fish pattern like this. I call it the fish, and the fish is tightening. It's like you can put an eye at the end of this lower high, higher low. So you don't really have the signal yet. There's no signal short, and the longs still are pointing long. Yeah, volume indicator, look, volume indicator straight up, net buyers. There's no short signal. So do not take the shorts, guys, because everybody wants to get long, but there is not even a signal yet. You got to be below 380, 370. And I think this short will be very short-lived. If there is a short, it's a wick that comes here. You need to be on the dome. You need to trail because everybody wants to get long. Everybody wants to get long. Is the market waiting for news? I don't think so, Patty. I think the news already came. Is there another news I'm not aware of, Trump?
Well, I mean, there's no more economic reports, but Powell is testifying now, and I think she's talking about, you know, anything going on with geopolitical war, Iran, Israel, Trump.
Yeah, this for now is going to relax on and off for a few weeks, hopefully. I'm sure someone is going to break the ceasefire, but we don't have control on that. So don't focus on the stuff you don't have control on. Yeah, the longs are still looking good here. It's towards the top of the range, but the shorts are not coming to that 210 yet. We are back into the triangle now. We have a slight deterioration of the $3,200 on AMD now. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen so everybody can see, but I think our pictures conflict with everything. How do we get rid of our pictures? Here. But then we don't see the, it's difficult. Maybe I should put it like this. I just want to see the P&L deteriorating or not. See, it's starting, the P&L on the options start deteriorating, so there's a slight pullback going on AMD now. So long we stay above the $1,500, I'm good. And if we go back at 130 on AMD, I'm buying more. So you know what's going to happen here, Travis? It's going to be a huge week, sorry. It's going to be a huge wick that is going to like start flying towards the 450 or going to the 210. It's like that wick that is going to like break the ATR range, which right now we are. See, it's not pretty. It's 19 points. 19 points on the ATR range, Travis.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
Well, if you have the firepower and you're an institution this morning, you want to grab some liquidity at 22,200, 22,130, sweep it and reconstruct overnight. But there's so much exuberance this morning that it might not be possible. It might be straight up for 2 weeks and then everybody's going to bail. And that's exactly, by the way, what I'm going to do on the crypto account. On the crypto account, guys, there's no way that I'm giving back this money. This money is going, half of this money is going back into this swing trading account for options and stocks. And a little bit might go into a personal futures account. We'll see. I don't really need a future account, to tell you the truth. I have so many funded accounts now. I mean, Travis has a lot of wisdom when it comes to that. There's not really a reason why I should do that, really. It's kind of stupid. It's not over. But I think I'm just going to keep on keeping this Pro Plus account and suck it up as long as I can, you guys. You know? I have had this account since February. So February, March, April, May, June. I'm already at 5 months. Most traders blow up their funded account in less than 30 days. It's a statistic. It's a fact, by the way. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. Suck it up as much as I can on those accounts. The nice thing with the live account here is that you have 90-10 split. You can be paid every day. You know, I need $500, boom, I take it. I need $2,000, boom, I take it. And I'm trying to keep a decent buffer. Here we go again, rejecting the trend line, rejecting the open range.
Yeah, so let's see what happens at the open now.
If you guys are short here, get in the dome. Do not give it back. Market has been extremely strong, guys. Okay? Should we attempt a short here for shit and giggles? I don't have the, something is wrong here.
Order filled.
I'm going to attempt a short here. I'm going to put a 30 stop. Just one. I want to buy the market, but I want to see where they are grabbing liquidity. And so far, it's extremely tight. The only thing that has been working extremely well this morning is this, the options account. By the way, it's not a smart trade here, long or short, short or long. It's a shitty range. Are we all clear? Yes or no? It could totally sweep up again and break up towards the 400 or break down. This is a stupid range. Is everybody clear? Okay. I don't want to look like you think like I am a genius here, because I am not. It's a stupid range where we should not trade. But look, I've been here almost an hour and I barely did 2 trades. and you like entertainment, but at least our AMD has been very well. Anyway, Travis, let me know if you see it. Do you have like a you look at the top step thing there? The overbought, oversold is probably 50-50.
Oh, you mean the tilt? Yeah, it's 50-50, so nothing there at all. We did just set the initial balance, so we poked above the opening range high just barely. So now the initial balance high is 333. So very tight initial balance high, opening range high.
See, I would like to see the SPY going there towards that 602.50, but I don't know because SPX is pretty strong still.
This is a very tight initial balance, meaning it's not going to take a lot of energy. It's not going to take too much for it to break outside of this range.
Yeah, interesting. Oh well. Part of trading, sometimes you come and everything works in 2 minutes. And part of trading, sometimes you come and nothing happens all day and you go play golf, you know. Like for me, we are going to wrap it up within the next 30 minutes. I go at the gym, right? I come back, I work for about a few hours, but I have Scott today. I take care of my businesses. Then I go back again for a long walk with the wife, right? Or at the pool. You have to take care of your mental capital. You cannot trade all day long. It's like playing chess all day long. It's very bad for you. Very, 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 very bad for you. You have a tendency of finishing early too, right, Travis?
Sorry, tendency to what?
Not trading after like 11.
I step away for usually a couple hours, but I do trade in the afternoon. I mean, I'll keep an eye on the market, and especially on a day like today when there's going to be likely more price action later in the day. I'll definitely be trading later today. Yeah, I do take a break for at least an hour or two. Around 11 to 1, I'm usually taking a break. And when I say take a break, I mean I'm away from everything. I step away from the computer, go outside or walk the dogs or go in the garden, whatever. Play some video games.
Yeah. Me, I'm telling you guys by experience, putting trades after 11 a.m. is not, after 30 years of doing this, is not a productive use of your time. If you want to have runners, it's fine, but placing a new trade idea after 11 a.m. usually is not going to help you making a lot of money. Now, sometimes I work in the afternoon after the gym, I come back and I see a clear, quick scalp, 10, 20 points. I put my bracket to scalping and I do some scalp. I don't like scalping, but for some reason, sadly, I'm good at it. But I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like scalping. I'm not. This is not going anywhere, guys. Yeah, it's getting stronger and stronger. Only the option longs are working. I might have to get out of here and just call it a day for 33 bucks loss, but we'll see. Where's my stop loss on this one? It's coming. Maybe I'll put it there. I don't like to move too much my stop, but this is looking. You have the blue net buyer, net buyers. You have blue cloud net buyers. You have net buyers on the power and volume indicator. The longs are still very much in control. Everybody wants a long. Everybody wants to long that stop. Yeah. The SPY is about to go maybe 608, 611. Yeah. I think I'm going to get out of there.
Order filled.
I prefer taking a small loss. Wrong account.
Order filled.
I wanted to see if they could grab some liquidity at 2 210 today or 602 on the SPY, but the thing is not moving, guys. This stuff is just not moving right now. Yeah. I think we are going to leave it at as whatever it was, less than $100 in losses with you on the stream. And 2000, how much was this here? The AMD cores. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. Leave it there on the option. Let me see. All right, this is still going. If you look at the average true range is really bad. It's getting smaller and smaller, Travis. It's 15 now. No, actually 23. They don't really read it well here. 23. 123. If you look at the last, if you look at the last 14 bars, we are on the 23-point range. That doesn't help you make money, guys. Because assuming you want to do, assuming you want to do 30% of that, it's not really conducive here. Wow, how did I get there? Ooh, what is this? This is weird. This is weird, weird, weird. Actually, this small account, I can show you something that's pretty cool on this because of the Palantir. Look at this. Nobody is going to show you that. Nobody that has a tool, that is a tool developer, is going to show their stuff because they have nothing to show you. Can you see? Let me see if there's personal accounts. I don't think so. Do you see this, Travis? Live?
Yeah, we see the web.
Look at the rate. Look at the rate of return, guys. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy, the rate of return? Look at the rate of return on this small swing trading account of $60,000. 2-year return, $47,000. Look at the 1-year return, $203,000. Is that crazy? Nobody is going to show you stuff like this. No one. Is that cool? Everybody on the feed? Yes, no? Look at this. 203% return when the NASDAQ was down 20% and everybody was losing their share. I've been killing AMD. I have been killing Palantir. And these accounts, oh yeah, no, those accounts have a little bit of options, leverage. I was going to tell you, like the retirement, there's no futures, there's no futures, there's no options. Look at this, 200, and look the last 3 months. Let's see the last 3 months that we had a crazy 47% when the NASDAQ was down 20%. NASDAQ was down 20%, I'm up 47%. You look at the 1-year return, $40,000. on the swing trading account. Nobody, no one on the internet that does tools, that is a tool developer, is going to go online and show you their retirement accounts. No one. And their swing trading accounts and flip like this their Schwab. 6 months return, 1 year return, 2 year return, 47%. No, 358% in the last 2 years. So you talk about Warren Buffett being at 20% for the last 40 years. I'm at 358%. Is that crazy, everybody? Yes or no? That's nuts. This is crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy shit. Yeah. It's crazy. It's really cool, actually. I don't know how it happens. I must have touched something in my Thinkorswim, and then those accounts showed up. And I'm like, why is this showing up? But it's fun. I just shared with you. Crazy, 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 crazy returns. Crazy. It's nuts. Yeah. Well, the Nasdaq is coming a little bit out, but you need to be careful because we are bumping this lower high now. So you got to be careful.
Yep. Now we'll take a look at the initial balance high and use that as a reference point.
And
See
what is this? Let me see. 36?
33, 333.
No, 34.50. Right there. Yep, 34. We are right on it.
The Nasdaq initial balance high is 333.
Yeah, we're all right on it.
Yeah. Well, we're picking above it right now, so we'll see how far we can get above it, and then if we hold that as support or if we're going to reject that as resistance.
This is almost the moment you want to do a straddle on the SPY. You buy a put, you buy a call, and you see where it breaks. Here's the breakup, but you need to be careful because it's very close to IB high. But
yeah,
everything is pointed up, you know, the net buyers here, the net buyers here, the blue, blue, blue everywhere, you know. I was trying to see if they were grabbing like liquidity, and apparently not. They want to push it up, maybe 420, 500 now. I would like to see if AMD is pushing towards the 40 as well. I don't know. It's been a weird morning so far, the tape, the way it's acting, but it's breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, like I said, I want to see how far it goes. If it goes back down below 330, then that's going to be a potential failed upside auction.
320, below 320, 312.
Well, 330 is the initial balance, so that's what I'm referencing. So if it stays below that gets below 330 and stays below that 333 and holds that as resistance, that'll be a failed upside auction.
Next targets are here, guys. Okay, those are the block between the two edges of the power calculator. This is insane. I was reviewing my year-to-date on the swing trading account. This is crazy, guys, the return on investment we got. Look at this. This is crazy. $40,000, 200% in the last year. And look at the last 2 years. That is crazy. This is crazy shit. Anyway. You know that hedge funds would kill someone to have this type of return of 200% for the year. They would like kill someone. That's the type of returns that the hedge fund manager would like. Can only dream of. And it's easier to maneuver accounts like this. It's a lot easier to maneuver accounts like this and this type of return when you have smaller accounts, guys. It's a lot easier. See, AMD is making new high now. Oh no, it's my IMRX as well. Well, we're up 3,200. The AMD option worked well so far. We are retesting the initial balance high. The tools are still pointing blue. I think it would have been a great liquidity grab to drop over 100 points here. But the market isn't just not doing it. Volume indicator is printing net buyers after net buyers after net buyers with no resistance, guys. So market continue going up here. Very, very tight morning. You know, you look at the range, Travis, it's still 60, 70 points, but very choppy. You look at the ATR, it's still pointing out at 23 points, Travis, in the last 14 bars.
Yeah, it's still very tight. I mean, even it just poked above the initial balance high, but it just,
It's not a clean tape, guys.
Not at all.
It's not a clean tape. Everything goes up. All the assets are going up. Look, the AMD still up 3,400. So all the assets are going up here. Cryptos are going up. So as far as asset goes, this is why you need to do assets plus trading plus the prop firm. You cannot rely just on one. You just cannot rely just on one. Correct? That's it. Cannot rely just on one.
Agreed. You have to stay diverse.
Because like here this morning, the people who trade their own futures account are getting clobbered. Yeah. They are truly getting clobbered so far. This step of 23 points ATR just tells you everything you need to do. See, people think, oh, Mark, we've gone up, and you had to look for up. But look, you see all that crap here? This chop here? This is not good. This chop kills you. Kills traders as well. We're still above the initial balance high, but we're like just barely holding here. Yeah. And in the meanwhile, AMD is doing its thing. Right? We're approaching our time of 11 a.m. to wrap it up. And in the meanwhile, the cryptos keeps on going up. Everything is going up. This is why you need assets. This is why you need your crypto accounts, your options account, your futures account, your retirement account. It's like you're totally diversified. Yeah. We are slightly below the initial balance high of 34, Travis, but it's slight.
Yeah, no, it's really it's testing it right now is basically what it's doing.
I'll be right back, guys.
No clear indication either way at this point.
Give me 1 second.
What we really want to see with the initial balance is we want to see it reject sharply and then possibly, then retest, and that would be a setup for a short. Or we want to see it blow above really high and then come back and test it as support, and that would be an entry long. See, now we're rejecting it decently, so if we come back up and we test that 333 area, that might be a good entry for a short. It's still a little early. We still have 9 minutes until this bar closes for that to be a confirmed signal. However, I am not opposed to a short here on a retest of 330. See if we can get back down, maybe at least to the open price.
I think you would be more comfortable below 312, Travis. The 310, 312 area. Make sense?
Well, for a confirmation on that, sure, but just playing the initial balance play. Right now, we just want to see a retest of the initial balance and hold it as resistance, and then you would put your stop just a little bit above that. Be a really cheap, really tight risk, low risk, not high probability, but high reward.
So far, what's working very well this morning in this very tight ranges is the options. Look at those AMD calls and those AMD stocks. We are up $3,200. So let's see if they can reject the initial balance high, grab liquidity at 22,200 area. But so far, the market is extremely strong. And your ATR, the last 14 bars, is about 20 points. So it's very difficult. So when I look at the average true range, I'm like,
all right, here's it. I'm short.
Okay. If I am a scalper, can I grab 20 points from there? This is always the question I ask myself. Can I grab 20 points of the ATR? Right? And if the ATR is 20 points, obviously I'm not going to catch 100% of the ATR range. So I would have to have the ATR like at 60 points or something. 1/3 of the ATR range. Write that down. It's a pretty good rule that has worked very well for me when I do scaling into my NASDAQ stuff. So your entry is what on your short side?
332.
Okay.
And so far we are rejecting the initial balance on that.
Okay, what's your stop loss then?
Right now it's at 345.
Okay.
I could move it in closer if I needed to.
I will join you in the short below 310, and it will be very small size, 1, 2, 3 micro if it happens, and I will go on the dome immediately because my main goal between now and tomorrow is to see if there is a long around 602, 601. 601, 603 area. I think we might push the market for another 2 or 3 weeks leading into the earnings. And then we're done. Take your money and run. This is exactly what I'm going to do. Take my money and run, like on all my longs. Not all my longs, but I probably will go back 30, 70, or 60, 40. 40% will be back in cash, so that if there is the market tank in August, September, then I have opportunity to add to my AMDs, my Palantirs, my Google, all the ones that I have really good, strong cost basis. And that's it. And that's the way we are going to do it. They are holding your initial balance like right now, so be careful. The tools are still up, the net buyers are still up, so be careful on your short. I am more comfortable joining you in the retracement short with tiny sizes below 310. And so far, what has worked very well is the AMD options this morning. Look, we're up $1,500 now. Market is so strong that if you short, you need to be very tight in the dome and get on the dome as soon as you can after 10, 20 points drop and not lose your profits, because everybody and their mothers are looking for longs. But I think we might have a smack of liquidity grab at 200 possibly. We'll see. SPX is holding very strong. I need to see SPX dropping below 70. I'm looking on my other screens. You know, it's funny. All the altcoins have gone up crazy. But you look at Ethereum, it's not doing much, Travis. It's 430. I don't know why. A little acceleration on the short, maybe, but to me, I'm not convinced here. Everything on the tool is still pointing up. So we need a drop below the open, the 310 and the 285, and then there's acceleration to 210, 130 area. When are you adding to the short? Are you going to add like below 310?
You know, I'll probably wait until the open 286, because I'll probably take profit and just leave a runner if we make it down to the open.
Okay.
I won't want to add unless we get below that.
Here it comes. Here it comes. This is the break below the 310 I was looking for.
Yeah, but that was really quick. It might bounce easily from here.
Yeah, but that might put me positive on the live account if I trail properly.
Stop filled.
Okay, I'm trailing on the dome. I had some short.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Yeah, I'm reducing. The fact that if we sustain below 310, Travis, it's going to accelerate on the downside.
Yeah, and actually, so now a retest of the initial balance high there, that 330. If it gets back up there, that's definitely a good entry short.
Well, it's coming because the SPX is not moving, dude. It's not breaking. The SPX is not breaking.
All right, here's a retest of the initial balance high. See what happens here.
I'm not comfortable shorting until we're below and sustain below 310, and we're not sustaining below 310. As you can see, people, we went to 08 and we held perfectly. So we need to stay below that 310. Is everybody clear on the stream? 310. I don't want to be caught between 310 and the 333. It's dangerous. I want to sustain below 310. It went to 301 and held. We need to stay below 310 and 301 if there's shorts. So don't rush into those shorts. And don't forget one thing, if you really want those shorts, you need to take tiny size, 1 or 3 micros, because everybody in the world wants to buy, wants to re-enter. The institutions are being squeezed right now, and they have to cover. You know, there's a lot of people who are being squeezed out of their shorts for the past 3 days.
All right, well, now we're breaking above the initial balance high, so that's a less valid trade at this point.
Yeah, the short is invalidated here, Travis. For now, it's invalidated. I told you that 310 is tricky. You don't want to short unless you're below that 310. Also, this SPX is holding extremely well, guys. So right now, everybody is still in the mood of buying this stuff. You know, 310. Watch that 310. That's all I can say. I'm observing. It's the time where I usually live. 310. Because right now it looks like the SPY might go to 3065 if we keep on going. 6065, sorry, 6065. Yeah, this tape is not really good, man. You know, it goes up and you think it's good, but it's not good at all. It goes up and down 30 points, guys. The ATR just went down to 15 points. Travis. Yeah, people are getting clever at this moment. Option was the right way, and evaluation account. I really did like few trades, guys, and one micros. But this AMD is the trade of the day, guys, so far. $310. Watch that 310 for the rest of the day. If it goes to 210, guys, I got to go. I got to move on with my day. This is the moment where I move on. I will be back tomorrow for Wealth Wednesday at 8:45. Thursday, we'll have Tool Thursday at 8:45. We are going to do a lot more trading streams at night sometimes. I'll pop up. Early in the morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I'll pop up. We'll do a lot more stream as I am ramping up all my prop accounts, and we might as well be together instead of me being all alone. But I don't want to babysit the feed or whatever. If there's technical issues or the feed is not pleasant, and just come once or twice a week, you know. But I like to trade with you guys, you know. Yeah, I would observe that 310, 320 now. If it recross back down, they might go for it. But right now, this has been not a great tape, guys. So be careful, okay? I love you all. I'm done. We're going to finish by our usual song, and I will see you tomorrow at 8:45. Let's call it a day, and let's wait for a better range. Maybe later on after the gym when I am with Scott. Okay? You guys have a great day, and let's finish with our little theme song. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Travis, take care, and don't overtrade, everybody. Stay safe.
Take care, everyone.
Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I am the unknown best YouTube trader, here to share, help me trade past to pay out. Together and invest in assets that produce income together. Thinking way differently, we are experienced traders, helping traders through the mountains. The journey of being a profitable trader. Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I am the unknown best YouTube trader, here to share, help me trade past to pay out. Together and invest in assets that produce income together. Thinking way differently,